for the best principal in the year 2017. Woo. And that's not enough. She has got, her school has got the most innovative school leaders award by the School Vision. And thank you so much for making it and making all of us so proud, ma'am. It's a pleasure having you here. And she's been working as a biology and a science teacher for 19 years. That's amazing. And she's also been a principal for 12 years. So we are so proud to have you here, ma'am. And that is not enough. She's also done research on amino acid content for sea anemone. So that's huge, that's humongous. I'm finding it difficult just to say this, but ma'am, your life is definitely an inspiration for all of us. So can you please give a big round of applause for Mr. Farad and Ms. Surya Samuel to be on stage. So to welcome Ms. Sunita Samuel, ma'am, we have our UKG children Sai Shivani and Advik Neera to please come on stage. Thank you, Advik and Shivani. Ma'am, it would be a great pleasure if you could just say a few words.
A very good evening to one and all present here. Good evening. Or shall we say happy evening? Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm very happy to be here this evening. Mr. Raj Ganesh is no stranger to me. I've known him for like past 4 to 5 years. And same with Mrs. Chitra, and I know Swabya, Mrs. Shyamla, their daughter, and I think I'm a part of the Arise and Shine family too. I would love to be identified like that. So this evening, it gives me really great pleasure to be here with you. I'm not going to take much of your time because you all know, you would have heard so much what you have to do, how you have to bring up your children and all that. One advice that I would like to leave with each and every one of you is spend more time with your children. Rather than your presence, which you give your children, your presence is more important. Each child is an individual and they are fearfully created by God, wonderfully created by God. No two child is alike, isn't it? Even the fingerprint on our fingers are not the same. The iris in our eye is not the same for two people. So each child is an individual and there is no necessity for comparing the children. One child to be compared either with its own sibling or with its peer. Each child is an individual and as parents it is our responsibility to see that we bring out the talents that is there in the child. A couple of weeks ago, we had our school KG graduation and the chief guest for the evening was Mrs. Swabya. She told an illustration which I thought was very apt and I thought that I will recreate it here with you. There was once a little child who one day ran to his father's arms and asked, "Daddy, may I know how much you earn for an hour in your office?" The father just smiled at the child, hugged him and said, "Son, you don't have to worry about that. Whatever you want, you tell me, I will get it for you." The child just brushed the father away and went back. After a couple of weeks, he came back again and asked the same question. "Daddy, please may I know how much you make in an hour's time in your office?" Now the father became a little irritated and he just pushed the son away and said, "Now that's none of your business. Mind your own business and your work. I think you have a lot of homework to do. Please go and carry on with that." The child with a downcast face went into his room. After some time, the father felt really sad for having sent away the son like that. He went into his room and he was very quiet. He said, "Son, I'm very sorry. You wanted to know how much I make in an hour's time, right? I'll tell you, I make $100 an hour. Are you happy now?" The son was not very happy. He just gave a sad smile and he continued with the work. The next morning, slowly, the son came to the father and said, "Daddy, if I give you $75, will you spend 3/4 of an hour with me? Because I couldn't make $100. I tried to keep all the pocket money that you gave me. I saved everything so that I thought I would give you the money that you make in 1 hour's time, and you would be able to spend that 1 hour with me." The child yearned for the presence of the father and not the present. Similarly, I read another article where a mother was the teacher of a school, and it so happened that her son studied in the same class. And one day, she gave an assignment to the children telling, "When you grow up, what would you like to become and why you would like to become that? Write a small essay on that." And the mother was supervising, and after all the children had written, she collected the papers and she started to evaluate it. When she came to her son's paper, she was shocked as she read what was written in it. Tears started rolling down her eyes because the child had written, "When I grow up, I would only like to become a smartphone. The reason is my parents like to spend more time with the smartphone and the gadgets rather than with me. I would love to have my parents' attention." Today, parents, remember that it is our attention and presence that the children need. We all run. It's such a mad world out there. The only reason is we want to make more money, give more comfort to our children. But over and above, remember, children need our attention and our presence. Parenthood is a privilege. The number of fertility centers that are coming up, every street seems to be having one. There are so many out there who are waiting to get a child. God has blessed each and every one of us with beautiful children in our families. So remember, parents, more than giving them presents and all the luxuries of life, give your time and attention to them, and definitely you will see your children blossom into better individuals. A child is a lamp to be filled with oil so that the flame can be kindled and the child will bloom and blossom into a beautiful individual. Thank you so much once again for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the beautiful advice. It definitely is the need of the hour. So can we all take a pledge today that we are going to spend 1 quality hour with our children at least? That is the least amount I am asking, 1 quality hour with our children this coming